name's Linda. Welcome to my channel. If you want to learn how to cook quick meals, save money, and disguise your veggies so your kids will actually eat them, subscribe to my channel. Now, I have a disclaimer. All products mentioned and used in my videos are not sponsored. They're just the ones that I like. If you have a favorite brand, use your favorite brand. And I want to thank everyone that's been making suggestions. If you have more suggestions on what you want to see next on my channel, please submit it to the comments below. I will get them on as soon as possible. Thank you. Enjoy the video. Today's recipe, I'll be making French bread using cinnamon bread. You will need cinnamon bread, sugar, vanilla, cinnamon, eggs, butter, and milk. The equipment that you will need for this recipe is a 9x13 cake pan, a cooling rack. I'm using oversized tealight candles this time. I'm using a small pan with a lid. I will be making French toast with cinnamon bread. Stay tuned for the recipe. The first thing I'll do is crack my eggs one by one into the cup, then I'll transfer it over to the pie plate. The reason why I do this, in case you get a bad egg, you don't want to mix the bad egg with the good egg. You put the good eggs over here and you can toss out the bad eggs. That way you're not wasting a bunch of eggs. Now, all you do is crack the egg and put that over there for the time being. And I'll do my other one. Yeah, you don't want to waste eggs. Now I'll be measuring the milk. Now I'm going to measure a half a cup of milk. And before I actually add the milk to the eggs, I'm going to beat the eggs. The next step is to beat the eggs. I put my milk away first. Yeah, you want to beat the eggs. Once they're beaten, you have to beat them real good. Yes, once they're fully beaten, you're going to add the milk to it. Then I'll get me some measuring spoons and measure my cinnamon and vanilla. I'll be back. Now I'm measuring my cinnamon. I will be adding a tablespoon because I like cinnamon. Cinnamon is good for us anyway. That's a tablespoon. I'll be doing a teaspoon of pure vanilla extract and a pinch of sugar. It don't matter if you go over the amount. It's what you like. Yeah, this is a teaspoon. Yeah, heaping. Anytime you do overage with vanilla, that's a heaping teaspoon. And a pinch of sugar. I put a little bit more. I put 2 pinches in. Now I'll mix it up. Then all we got to do is light the burner to get the pan warm. Because we don't want to soak the bread in this too long. We want to just dip it, then lift it up, then flip it. That way you got the coating on both sides and you're not oversaturating it. I'll be back to show you me lighting the tea light candles. The first thing I'll do is light the candles, which I already did. Put the pan on top to heat it up. While that's heating up, I will be dipping the bread when it goes in the pan immediately. But before we do that, we're going to have to put some butter in that pan once it gets heated up. I'll be back when it's heated up. Now I'm going to be adding the butter to it. I'll melt the butter. See, it is hot. Yeah, you just want enough butter in the bottom to coat the pan. Just one pat I'm using this time. I know a lot of people don't think you can cook with tea light candles, but you can. So while that's going, I'm going to be quickly dipping the bread into the mixture, and I'll show you how I do that. You don't want to soak the bread, you just want to dip it, flip it, and in the pan. But before you put it in the pan, you're going to drain off the excess because you don't want it soggy. Put it in the pan, put the lid on. It'll take maybe 3 to 4 minutes aside to cook. So I'll be back to check on it. You can see I added it to the pan. The next version I will be doing French toast with regular white bread. But this time I actually use cinnamon bread. Now I will check on it. I'll flip it over. You don't want it soggy. So I'll flip it over. I might have to flip it back over on that side to brown it, but that's okay to do. I'm going to flip it over again to make sure that side gets a little bit more browner, because that side got brown. And put the lid on it. Let it go for another couple minutes. It does take longer doing it this way because we're not using a conventional burner, but you still can cook on it. I took the lid off to cook it a little bit so it's not steaming it. That way it's not going to be soggy. And you can see it's cooking it. Now I'll be putting it on my plate. That's what it looks like. It's easier to do this way because you have a harder time burning it because it cooks at a lower temperature. Thank you for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe. Thank you. Have a good day.